What's going on, my YouTube family? Welcome to a Race to Division 1 episode. We're now into Division 4. If you missed the previous episode, we missed the Division 5 title by 2 points. So we came up short, the first division title that we have not won so far. But in this episode, we're going to talk a lot about formations. And the reason why is I'm going to use this 4-5-1 again. And it's a formation that, you know, it's one of those formations that you really have to get used to, and it's going to take a lot of games to get used to. And this year is a lot better than last year when it comes to being able to pick different formations. Last year, I feel like you were really constrained to using maybe one or two different formations. Obviously, the 3-5-2 was very, very good last year. It's not that amazing this year. It's decent, but this year you're just able to use a lot of different formations and be effective with it. At least I feel. So in our first match, we come up against a 4-2-3-1 German team, and he has a really, really good team here. Lots of pace on the wings, and then he's got Mario Gomez, who you guys know is incredible with the heading skills on this game. And with the pace that he has on the wings there, especially with Andre Schürrle, we had to be careful with it. And right away, I made a mistake. I had not played FIFA in about a week's time, I would say. Hadn't gotten my hands on the game, hands on a controller. And he just literally paces down the wing to start off the match, crosses it, and gets a goal right away 2 minutes in. Terrible defending by my part. I really can't complain about that goal. But a little bit into the match here, about 10 minutes in, I start finding my groove a little bit after I get my hands on the controller. Lavezzi with a weak-footed shot. Weidenfeller makes the save. Still 1-0 his side, but eventually there's a gap right in the middle here. Balotelli makes the run. He pulls out his keeper. We head the ball, and it just slightly rolls into the back of the net, so we get the equalizer 12 minutes in. We find ourselves playing a little bit better, but still the 4-5-1 was not that great for my attacking. You'll notice again he goes down the wings. Again he tries crossing. This time he fails, and I've been playing against almost every single opponent I come up against is just a crosser and a cross and pray. This time here, we get some space with Pedro, and look at the lag. It kicks in as soon as I was free. May have been a better shot on target there, but since it lagged, I decided to take it. And you guys see it just freezes for such a long time. Weidenfeller ends up saving it, but man, such a devastating lag spike there that may have costed me a goal. He ends up getting the ball back here late in the first half, goes for another cross, and he fails again. And again, I think I got to start putting a cross counter on these games, man. The amount of crosses I come up against. This time, he gets lucky to maintain possession, crosses it in. Mario Gomez is going to get to that one again, and he gets a second goal of the match. Just poor defending on my behalf. I really can't complain on him scoring crossing. I could have just defended it better, and I have to fix that, and I have to credit that to me not playing for a bit. Balotelli here with a terrible first touch. Couldn't pat that one down with his chest, but as you guys can see, second half, he's still trying to cross down the wing. This time, he fails again, so it's still 2-1, but his defending was very solid, and that's all he needed. Another bad touch by Balotelli. Couldn't get it controlled, and takes a bad shot, so still 2-1. Pedro, we're going to try a cross this time. He defends it well, goes out for a corner. We didn't get anything out of that. 90th minute, our last chance. Balotelli gets the ball, overhead kick by Di Natale, but just could not put it on target. Goes right in the keeper's hands. And guys, we lose the first match into Division 4, but going into the next match, I stuck it out with the 4-5-1. I really wanted to use this formation. I really want to get good at it because I look at it and it looks so solid. It's got all the positions I want. It's got two cams, one striker, left mid, right mid. It's got a center mid to kind of hold the midfield for me in Andrea Pirlo, so it had everything I want, but I just could not get it to work. And that could be because of a lot of things. It could be my work rates on my players aren't right. It could be just doesn't fit my play style. But this guy is a nice little hybrid. Netherlands and Serbia with Ivory Coast as his attack. Drogba was a striker there, so I was worried about the cross and the header. But luckily, this guy didn't cross much, so it was a bit of fresh air for me not playing a crosser though. Doumbia here is going to eventually find Drogba. We mishandle the interception. Look at this long shot. Look at the bend on it, and we get super lucky. Just wide of the post. Let's take a look at that one again. Drogba, what a shot here. Completely bends, showing off that true ball physics that FIFA put in, or EA put into the game. Almost concede one. Another great shot by Wesley Sneijder, the Dutch delight. Inches away from the goal, and at this point I was like, yo, 36 minutes in, I haven't really been playing well. It's time to switch to a formation that I know I can play well in, because this 4-5-1 is just not working out for me. The attack is just too stagnant. It's just too much holding of the ball, not enough passing, which is really not what I would think. So I switched to the 4-1-2-1-2, a formation that I've said is probably the best formation on FIFA this year. And right away, things felt way more fluid, way more smooth. And Balotelli makes the run, and our first shot on target ends up being a goal the second we switch formation. So I really have to credit my poor play these past 2 games. It's got to be the formation not fitting me, man. The 4-5-1 just wasn't doing it for me. So there was no point to keep trying to get good with it if it just wasn't working out, though. Eventually, Andrea Pirlo's gonna make the run. He has some space to get the shot off, but Vorm with a diving save, and we're still only up 1-0. Look at Wesley Sneijder. Great pass. Doumbia outpaces my defender, but Handanovic, clutch genes activated, makes the save. Look at this great pass by Andrea Pirlo here. Splits the defense. Pedro, all he has to do is finish one-on-one with the keeper. The finesse shot gets saved, but our defense prevails, and we end up walking away with a 1-0 victory. Not as convincing as I hoped. We had a lot of possession, same amount of shots on target, and we get our first 3 points into Division 4, which I hope will be entertaining, because these amount of players who just play pace down the wings and cross, pace down the wings and cross, pace down the wings and cross are getting rather annoying. And it seems like anyone in the higher divisions, this is the way they play. So I really hope next gen is, I don't know, I hope it solves that issue. There's a lot of things that I think will solve it, especially multiple people being able to contest a header at the same time. That's going to be huge. So we'll have to see, man. We're very, very close to it. I think it's only about a week and a half away. Wow, that is crazy. Time went by super fast this year. I can't believe just months ago, we were talking about reserving the Xbox One. We were talking about FIFA 14, and already it's so close to coming here. So I'm very excited. I do have the Xbox One reserved. I will be getting it on release, and I will be uploading next gen FIFA on the day I get it. Absolutely I will. And hopefully some streaming. I think being able to stream on the Xbox One directly to Twitch should be fun. It should be much easier than trying to set it up through the computer and all of that good stuff. So be sure to follow me on Twitch. Get all of that out of the way. But until then, if you want to see daily FIFA content, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Catch you guys tomorrow.